It's your boy Odella Santi, and I'm rocking with 231 TV.
I'm the one you should know. I'm the shiggy in the streets. I'm the one you should call. To get in the city.
I'm Odella Santi. I'm a hip hop, trap code, international artist. I'm from West Africa, Liberia. Um, Born and raised, came to the state at a young age. Like most of the dudes in the diaspora came here. You know what I mean? I was a kid, and you know how the story go, man.
What's your original name? Like,
I'm Othello, like Shakespeare. Othello, Othello. My last name is Conway. Conway. That's a real Liberian.
What tribe are you?
Well, I'm a crying Gil boy, man. I'm mixed, man, so you know.
Okay. Local?
Yeah, we all that.
All right.
But yeah, so in my country, I'll be the mixed guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any siblings?
Yeah, man. A lot of brothers, a lot of sisters. You know what I mean? My pop was, Shiggy dad, And, if you understand Liberia, our culture, how it goes with the Papinian, they got it wet, but they got it also training, So I got a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters, but, love them all. It is what it is. I should say this. With my mom and my dad together, they got 5 kids.
5 kids?
Yeah. But my dad got...
So you're like
I'm the middle child.
The middle child?
Yeah, me and my twin brother. I'm a twin, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Oh, you're a twin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a twin brother.
I
Yeah.
never knew that.
His name is Otis. He's an ex-Marine, Yeah.
How was it growing up in Liberia? What's the environment?
That's why I could say, like, peaceful. It was fun, my man. Everything was super. Like we say in our country, everything says to 40, Yeah, we had a civil war that came about. But prior to that, man, it was lovely, man. They used to call it Lower America. So that should just tell you how lovely it was, But
were you affected by the war, or what that do to you as a kid growing up in that type of environment?
Yeah, it did, man. I was actually there for the war. I was a baby, you know what I mean? I was a youngin', like having to walk for miles, you know what I mean, afraid for your life, because of your tribe, So the whole war, my dad was a big deal, in the United States government. So, and he was in the country. So at that time, everybody knew him. So it was one of them things where, that's that Moses Churnet, or So it was crazy, man. We had to stay in the house, couldn't come outside. Yeah, it was terrible, man. But that's war. That's what happens.
Growing up in Liberia and then coming to the U.S.
Yeah.
What was the experience for you? What I mean? How was that like for you?
For me, like I said, my dad worked for the United States Embassy. So in Liberia, I was kind of like a little bit dealing with the white folk. You know what I mean? So I understood that word a little bit. So coming to America, the transition it wasn't so bad other than the weather. Because I remember we came, the poor right in New York begin JFK, it was cool. So yeah.
When that hit you,
Boy, when that weather hit you in New York, in America, you said, this is not Africa. Yeah. But now, though, it was, because before I left Liberia, I was in Sierra Leone. And I was there for the war in Sierra Leone. So, my family escaped that war also.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. I was in border side. If anybody know about Sierra Leone, border side is like the border between Liberia and Sierra Leone, right there. So our family was there hiding out for a little bit. Me, my mom, my brother, and sisters. When the war started that day, like 6 in the morning, we had to leave, walk for like damn near 1,000 miles, I should say. It felt like it, blister on your feet, ducking bullets, all that, man. But that was that. It is what it is.
Okay. All right, let's get into music.
My favorite thing.
What made you get into music and start doing what you do?
What made me get into music? I always been into music, man. I love music. Like, it's just something about music. When I hear it, it touched something in me, deep within me. You know what I mean? People, we call this your soul. It touched my soul. So I knew back then I was into music. But then later on in life, when I came to the United States, Started hanging with my boys, you know. I was on some street, you know, street stuff, and I wasn't paying too much attention till I met my man Scully. Now he got deported, you know what I mean. He's back in Liberia. Shout out my brother Scully, you know what I mean. He was dope, man. It was Scully, it was Gotti, my cousin Gotti. Um, at that time we all running the streets, so they would just come out, do some freestyle, and Gotti was sick with the freestyle. So he come spit some bars. I'd be like, damn, that's hard, bro. How you do that? You know what I mean? Scully would come, he would take me to the show with him. Because, you know, at that time in Minnesota when I got here, he was really the first dude that was really on the scene, on some hip hop for a Liberian cat that I knew. You know what I mean? So I follow him to the shows. And it was just, man, watching him do his thing, watching my cousin, you know, do his thing. It was just like, yo, I could do this. You know what I mean? But prior to that, I was writing R&B music. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, rap is fun. Like I like it. And it wasn't nobody in the game at that time interesting. Right. You know what I mean? To keep me captured. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just write my own joint because I'm from the streets, been there, done that. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, I can talk about, you know what I mean, some experience. So that's how I picked up the pen and started doing my thing, man. And you know,
how long you been doing it?
Since I've been writing music since forever, man. To be honest with you, but I started taking it seriously after I had my daughter Haley, um, and then professionally, really, like I started paying attention to it after I had her, but I really started going hard after my immigration case. I started going real hard because it was like, yo.
Okay, speak to us about that immigration.
I mean, you know, man. You know, I ain't cool, my man. Yeah, that's true, man. You know, by the man doing by the man thing. You know what I mean? I got caught up. I mean, it was a reason behind it, but you know, nobody want to hear your reason. It don't matter. I did some things that I wasn't supposed to do. I got caught up in the system, and yeah, I've been fighting that. You know, been fighting it since. You know, so with that situation, it just made me it made me realize like I could lose my kid, bro. Like I could have been back home like my other dudes, you know, my man Pat, my man Scully, Sonny. I got a bunch of homies back home, you know what I mean? We always doing the same thing.
Got deported.
Yeah, got deported on crazy, you know what I mean? And at that time, the way the deportation was going, bro, it was like you get locked up to the next week, you gone. You know what I mean? So when I escaped that, I was like, you know what? I gotta focus my energy on something different, something much positive, you know. So that's when I really started going hard. That was like 2008, 9. You know what I mean? I started putting out work. You know what I mean? Projects and stuff. So yeah. So I say,
what was your thought process like sitting in there, knowing that you could be back home and just lose everything that you've been working for and stuff?
Man, my thought process, man, when you in that type of situation, bro, it's one of them things, man. You start reflecting on why you even got here. You know what I mean? The kids, if you got kids or you got family members, it's one of the most heart wrenching things you could go through. Because when you in there, you don't know what's going on. You don't know if they're about to send you back. All you're doing is going to court, back to court, put you in your cell, and you sit there. You know what I mean? You come outside, eat, and you go right back in. Treat you like a cow, man. Like it was crazy, but the heart wrenching thing and the most thing for me was my daughter, man. You know, at that time when I had one daughter, I got two now. My youngest daughter, Destiny, she's 6. Okay. But at that time it was just Haley. You know what I mean? So it was like, man, crazy. Like I ain't gonna see my daughter no more. I ain't gonna see my moms. I don't know nobody in Liberia. I don't know nothing about Liberia. I left when I was a beginning. You know what I mean? So all that thought process going through your head, man, it's yeah, man. Didn't let me go boring all night.
Yo, man. So you used to live in Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
And why you decided to move?
A lot of reasons, man. I love Minnesota. First of all, it's my city. Everybody know it. But musically, I felt like I needed a change because my city. If you know Minnesota, man, it's a lot of hate, a lot of jealousy. Nobody want to see the other man win. It's like a crab in the bucket mentality. You know what I mean? So me being out here at a time in Minnesota was kind of like, okay, the city, everybody know me in the city, but the niggas that's running, you know what I mean, shit in the city, excuse my language, the niggas that actually got the play in the city, they're not fucking with me. You know what I mean? They like, nah, that's that street dude. You know what I mean, or whatever that reason may be. You know what I mean? Cats wasn't really rocking with me, but they'll see me and be like, "Yo, bro, you hot, you this, you that," and I'll be like, "Yo, but if I'm that hot,
right?
Why y'all ain't rocking with me? I don't be on y'all shows, you know what I mean? And the ones that do want to rock with you, they don't want to, you know what I mean, compensate. They feel like they're doing you a favor, you know what I mean? So my homie Product, you know what I mean? He called me up one time like, yo, I'm trying to do some music, bro. I'm trying to really go hard with it. So I'm in the A, you know what I mean? Pull up on me, let's talk about it. That's, you know what I mean? I did. We talked about it. It sounded good. So, like, you know, they say your luck on your feet sometimes. So I pulled up, you know what I mean? Got out of Minnesota, man. And everything been kosher since then, you know. The situation with me and him didn't quite work out how we wanted it to due to some unseen, you know what I mean, events. But it is what it is. I'm still in the A. I'm still rocking out, you know what I mean? I'm rocking with a crazy ass team right now. I got good producers. My man Shine the Beast, you know what I mean? My man Nasty. You know, I'm rocking with some good people, so we out here, my man Cyrus this year. Shout out to you too. You know what I mean? I'm rocking with some cool people, man.
Okay. So you got any new work coming out, new projects? What can your fans expect from Old Dollar Sign T in 2020?
2020,
Yeah.
crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Crazy, my people. Everything from the hip hop music to the trap to the Afro beats. I'm all over, man. Like I tell people like this, don't don't box me in, cause I'm not that type of artist. I rap when I feel the beat want me to rap. I do a little harmony if the beat calls for it, you know what I mean? And if I feel like the beat is a trap code beat, I spit that trap code, you know what I mean? Y'all know me, I'm an international artist, man. Like for some of y'all who don't know me, I'm an international artist. So I rap, I do the trap code, I do the Afro beats, you know what I mean? I'm international with it. So just expect a lot of good music, you know what I mean? A lot of visual this year. Because last year I did some visual, but it was from the old project, you know what I mean? So this year I'm bringing a lot of visual. Like damn near all the music that's coming this year gonna have a visual to it. So just expect a lot of that. Expect the clothing line coming out. NAA, New Age Africa. Um, it's a motivational line. You know what I mean, representing the whole of Africa, the whole world, really. You know what I mean, because at one point we was all Pangea. You know what I mean, and NAA, New Age Africa, meaning, you know what I mean, Africa as a whole, we're heading to a new direction. You know what I mean, and if you're African, be Egypt down to South Africa, wherever you from, man, this should be a line that motivates you to go and strive for better. You know what I mean? Want to like do whatever you're doing, go for like do it 100, man. Go for the top. You know what I mean? Don't settle. We not settlers. We're Africa. We the top nation. You know what I mean? Back then, and we still are. We just, you know what I mean, haven't realized it yet. So this line to me, it just represents that. Like New Age Africa, new way of thinking, new way of moving, you know what I mean? New way of running with the rest of the world, you know what I mean? So that's what this clothing line is going to represent. We're going to have apparels for kids, ladies, fellas, older dudes, you know what I mean? Grandmas. It's a whole line. So
when is it dropping? Like or do you
the first? I already dropped it. Like I've been showing little sample here on Facebook and Instagram,
okay?
but I haven't did like a boat. You know what I mean? So there's summer that's coming. That's what we're doing. So look out for it this summer. You know, I'm gonna have some leggings for the ladies. We're gonna have some booty shorts. We're gonna have some jackets. We're gonna have some hoodies. We're gonna have like white tees. We're gonna have the hats like the one I got on right now. You know, it's crazy, man. The line gonna be crazy, man. So summertime, be on the lookout, man. If you wanna purchase, just get at me on one of my pages, man, and just hit my inbox. I got you.
What do you think about the Liberian music industry?
Man, it's a baby. It's premium right now. You know, it's a baby. Like a lot of people, I hear a lot of people talking about. There's no industry. There's no, but it's an industry. Whenever there's something you're doing more than one or two people and everybody's talking about it, that is an industry. You're making money off it, be a penny or millions. You know what I mean? So the industry is still new. You know what I mean? Okay. Like I remember the golden age of Naija music before they brought the Jamaican and the European sound into it. You know what I mean? Because that's really what the difference was.
Right.
You had Wizkid and them coming from Europe. You know what I mean? They cultivate the Jamaican, you know what I mean, feel, yep, and they blend it into the Nigerian music. And that's how Nigerian music went international. You know what I mean? Everybody started rocking with it. But before that, you had your Two Face, you know, the mother dudes, you know what I mean? They was popping, but, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the same with Liberian music. Like, our language is one of the sweetest languages to speak, you know what I mean, to hear, you know what I mean? More, and it's much more easier to adapt to. You know what I mean? Yep. So our industry is one of them industry that when it hit the international market, it's gonna be crazy, man. It just we as a collective group have to understand and figure the way to get it international. Because our sound right now is still just Liberian. You know what I mean? Like if you outside of Liberia, unless you like you got Liberian friends or something like that, before you hear people listening to that. But we got to make the sound to where it hits the international ear. You know what I mean? Everybody else, and because that's what the Nigerians did, the Ghanaians did, whoever. You know what I mean? They hit the international wave, and to hit the international wave, sometimes you got to shake things up in the music. You know, try different things. You know, and while our people, we got this thing where it's like when we like something, it. You know what I mean? We don't care about nothing else. Yeah, my man, you're so fine, but me, I let it one right now. You know what I mean? That's our mentality. We think most of us, I should say, think one way. You know what I mean? When it comes to like music and stuff, so we just gotta broaden our horizon and try new things with the music, man. And you know, I love the music. You know what I mean? It's my country music, so I definitely love it. Other than hip hop, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? For me, if I ain't doing hip hop, I'm doing my trap or Afro. You know what I mean? Because the way I grew up, I'll be with my American friend, or we be chilling. You know what I mean? Yo, what up, what up, what up? And then 2 minutes later, my sister or my Oma will call me up. Oh, Oma, how you doing? You know what I mean? And they looking at me like, nigga, you just switched. Like, what did you just say? You know what I mean? So my music, I try to present that in my music. Like, I'm not just a Liberian. I'm a Liberian in the diaspora. You know what I mean? That grew up in the diaspora. So I just don't have the trap cool sound. You know what I mean? Yeah, or the hip cool. I got an international vibe. You know what I mean? So I try to portray that within my music and whatever I do. Anybody that knows me know how I be moving. You catch OT talking like this, then you switch it, my man. But I don't let that thing on. Like I said, you know what I mean? I'm just used to doing that. That's just me. You know what I mean? It's not I'm trying to fake this or do this. A lot of dudes I see try. You know what I mean? And but it is what it is. I'm telling y'all, we on the way, man. Like Bird, stand up, man. We on the way. Shout out to all the artists who's putting in work for the trap code, the hip code, the international music. Shout out to you, man. If you're doing Liberian, Jamaican music, Liberian, Chinese music, whatever music you're doing, you know what I mean? Shout out to you, man, for putting on for LIB, man. And shout out to my city, Brooklyn Park. Y'all know what it is, man.
It's funny because a lot of youngins in Minnesota, they look up to you. Like, that's an OG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, how you feel about that?
I mean, it's always a humble experience, a humbling experience to know that casting in, you know what I mean, look up to you like that, you know. And the fact is, they all see me through my struggles, you know what I mean. They're seeing me fighting niggas. They're seeing me whatever, you know what I mean. They're seeing me hustle. They're seeing me, you know what I mean, get right. They seen me go down. They seen it all. But at the end of the day, whenever they come around me, I drop jewels on them. You know what I mean? I let them know, hey, you got to watch what I'm going through so you don't have to go through that. Or watch him. You know what I mean? I try to put them on. I'm not the richest dude. You know what I mean? I'm not broke, but I'm not rich. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get on. So I instill that with them. You know what I mean? Let them know it's not all peaches and cream. Niggas on TV ain't all glamour. You know what I mean? To get to what we want to get to is a struggle. And in order to pass that struggle, you got to be mentally ready and physically. You know what I mean? And a lot of times they be having bad influence. And sometimes it's not the friends around them want to be a bad influence. It's just everybody come from different backgrounds and how they grew up. So when they all get together, some people might be misleading. You know what I mean? So when they're around me, I don't play none of that. It's like, yo, nah, we ain't doing that. We over here. Or, you know what I mean? Do that, bro. Musically, put them on too. Like, yo, this what it need to be. You know what I mean? So I guess that's why they rock with me, how they rock with me. And I always keep it a buck with them. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, man. Old $sign T.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for coming through.
You already know what it is, man. Appreciate you, my brother. 231 TV, man. If you ain't watching that, you ain't watching nothing. You hear me? That's it.
I'm the doctor, I'm the one you should know. I'm the shiggy in the streets, I'm the one you should call. The cat in the city, I'm the flyest. My man in the city, I'm the realest. My doctor in the city, I'm the coolest. My soul in the city, I'm the baddest. Just because you fine, you know you let her for the play. Now you bought her with a gun round, forget you spit. Long hair shot more in the hot, yeah. You jump on let it leg and you forgot to wear the skin.